Yes, we have question. Two numbers, if two numbers are relative prime, then we have to prove this result. For clear understanding, we consider an example. Here I have two numbers 2 and 3. These are relative prime. As you know that their greatest common divisor is 1. This is C and this is B. Okay, this is given. Okay. Now we have to prove that when we multiply this C number with any number A, then their GCD and GCD of this number and B is same. Okay, I explain with example. Here 2 and 3. I consider 2, I consider C and B, 2 and 3. Okay, and when I multiply this 2 with any number, for example 6, this is C, this is B, this is C, this is B, and I multiply it with A. Okay, what is their GCD? Their GCD 12 and 3. What is the greatest common divisor of 12 and 3? Very common rule. If this number divides this, then smallest number will be the GCD. Okay, 3 is the GCD of 12 and 3. Let here I can say it in journal form. This is D. Okay. Now this is this A and this B. Okay, also have the GCD D. What it's mean? This A and this B also have the GCD D, but their GCD is 3. Okay, we have to prove this. GCD of this and this must be equal. GCD of AC and B and GCD of AB are equal. We have to prove this. Let AB GCD D. We suppose that GCD of A and B is D. We suppose it. If this is D is greatest common divisor of A and B, then D divides A and D divides B. As you know that if D divides A, then A can be written as A1D and B can be written as B1. B can be written as B1D. How? Here you can see that this is A, this is B, this is D. And if 3 divides 6 and 3 divides 3, then 6 can be written as 3 multiply 2 and 3 can be written as 3 multiply 1. Here this is D, this is D, this is D, and this is A, this is B, and this is A1 and this is B1. Okay, and as you know that when 3 is greatest common divisor of 6 and 3, then this A1 and B1, 2 and 1 must be relative prime. Their greatest common divisor must be 1. And if two numbers are written as two factors and one factor is same just like 3 3, then these two numbers must be relative prime. If these two numbers are relative prime, then conversely this same number must be GCD. Remember this. Okay, so AB is GCD of this side. For making this expression, I have to multiply this A with C on both sides. Okay, both sides of this equation. Then I have AC here just like that, and B, B1D. where A1 and B1 are relative prime. Their greatest common divisor is 1. I have told you here. These two numbers A1 and B1 are relative prime. From here, as you see that, as it is given that as C and B are relative prime and B1 divides B. B is multiple, B1 and D are its factors, so factor divides multiple. Okay, B1 divides B. As I explained with example, if 4 and 3 are two relative prime numbers and 2 is divisor of 4, then 2 and 3 must be relative prime, just like here. If this is C and this is B, then if this is B and this is C and divisor of B is 2, B1 divides B, then 2 and 3 must relative prime, their greatest common divisor must be equal to 1. Then you can write it as, then what I can write, CB1 is also relative prime. Okay, if these two numbers are relative prime and some number divide this, then that number and C must be relative prime, Okay, so I have two expressions here as A1 B1 is relative prime, we know that is relative prime, we know that. Okay, and CB1 is also relative prime. So it is understood that B1 is same, I can write it here, B1 is same, and multiple of these two numbers must be relative prime. I can give you example. If we are here, A1 is 2 and B1 is 1, these are two relative primes. Okay, these are, if I multiply it with this example, C number 2 multiply 2, 1 is equal to 1. It is a chance that this C and A1 are same. Okay, if I took here any number, then this A1 must be changed. If I take here 8, then this will be 4. Okay, you can see that 4 and 1 also relative prime, 4 and 1 also relative. This is A1, this is B1, then this is A1C and B1. So A1C and B1 is also relative prime. If you can see here, I must write here D, so see this expression is 4 1 and 2 see this B1. Okay, this is greatest common divisor. You must see this, these are two numbers. Okay, these two numbers are relative prime. This number is written as two factors, A1C and D, B1 and D. These are two factors. One number is same, and other two numbers are relative prime. If other two numbers are relative prime, this number must be GCD of these two numbers. I have told you here, explained here very well, that if a number is divided into two factors, when we multiply these two factors, we get this number. If one factor of this and one factor of this are same, and then other two numbers are relative prime, then this must be GCD of AC and BC, which implies AC and B have GCD D. Then what is D is the GCD of AB. What is the value of D? What is the value of D? Plug in the value of D. A, B, GCD. So what is our required result? This is our required result.